Hello, 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 dirty trucking, dirty trucking. You see downtown Detroit, one of our parks down here. We can come sit and chill and just relax. I'm gonna continue on with my video. Another part. Let me tell you the real truth of why I stopped training at that job, and I'm gonna tell you the real, absolute, honest truth. One, the main reason is because we have a payroll lady there, and usually when their trainee come in, they will ask the driver to do the ride along, or if you do the training. So it got to a point where I would have been asked to train, then I would come in and the trainee not there, and I get told some story, or I see my trainee on somebody else's truck. That's one of the reasons I stopped training. The other reason is that I saw how a guy who was a trainee being trained by somebody else that just got released, got his own truck, had got so frustrated to the point to where he was angry at the condition of his truck that he couldn't get it bagged up on the tipper. One, the load was extremely heavy. The truck was not capable of moving or pulling it when it got in the landfill. And he was up there for hours fooling with it. And he was new. And I said, and I'm sitting up here making these dirty trucking videos talking about companies doing people dirty. And I said I didn't want to take part in that. I didn't want to take part in something I knew was going to accelerate the driver's stress level once they finish their training, because you're not going to get on one of the newer trucks, so they don't have any. All their trucks are in bad condition. Even the newer trucks, they just barely hanging in. And it's because of the management, because you were trying to profit hauling those heavy ass loads. You didn't listen to your truck. And the truck kept breaking down to the point where they crap now. All this overheating is from them loads. Dust in the landfill. The landfill used to go by and water the dirt down to keep the dust up. And it rained this morning, so it's pretty good this morning. But after it rained, the rain dried out, it got back dusty. And for some reason, my truck, if it even get a whiff of dust, it starts to overheat. But I notice when it starts to get ready to overheat, if I can get it up that last incline and get it to go down, then it'll start cooling off. It's the pulling of that weight up that incline. And then the next problem is after you get it in the landfill, that weight through that dirt trying to get it bagged up on the tipper. That's the problem. But yet they keep packing it on, until I end up getting pulled over by Dearborn police. He wants to weigh the load. It was over on the back axles. I've been complaining since before this boss. With the prior boss. Both of them used to loading heavy. They come from a facility used to loading heavy. I hear him say, I know trash. Yeah, you know trash, but you don't know the limit of the trash on the trucks. And I don't understand how me being new and got here and figured that out when I first got here, and you been here all this time and don't know this is what destroyed your trucks, along with high-end drivers that didn't take care of them, really wasn't the best drivers, and they wasn't keeping up with the upkeep of the truck. All that combined, this is why you got a lot full of shit. Got a truck sitting there now with a note in the window. This truck is out of service. Another one with a cracked frame. How did that happen? Why did that happen? Is it because you was pulling too much weight? Or because the driver you had driving it really wasn't that experienced? You trained him, released him, and hoped for the best? You know, I come from an era in trucking that where you had to have several years of experience before you can even put in for a load. You had to have winter driving in before you even put in. for a local. But now they just hiring them right off the street. No experience. Landfill and operating a tipper, that ain't no damn dry van job. That ain't no simple willy-nilly. It look easy. It can be easy. But there's a lot of shit to dealing with that shit, especially if you're dealing with bad equipment. But here I noticed at this job since I've been here, I told you about what happened to me at Warren Truck Plant, and I communicated that to a coworker recently. I mentioned to him that Mario, the one that started that mess with me at Warren Truck Plant, was told by the company to take out a personal protective order. It was denied. True enough, it was denied that same day. But did that stop Warren Truck for proceeding with what they were doing to me? Falsely accused me of harassment? And ever since that happened, they've been looking at me like I've been doing something wrong. Law enforcement keep popping up where I am. The same officers. Every time I switch bus routes, I keep seeing a particular officer. They jump in behind the truck. They pulling the truck over. Now recently I got selected for a random like I do drugs. And what kills me, you selected me for all this shit, but you bypassing the motherfuckers that actually need to be going in for that shit. And I've had enough. Enough is enough. Are you fucking with me? This ain't nothing but some more that got their Warren Truck Plant shit they've been doing here. Gaslighting, lying about shit, lying to me about shit. They started that before this boss. This boss tried to write me up over some bullshit and lied about the bullshit. If it wasn't for me complaining to safety, that truck wouldn't have got to the shop to be looked at. And I'd be damned if it didn't get to the shop and they really didn't fix it. It's not really fixed right. Only way that truck cools itself off, I got to be going down a decline. I actually tipped the load and hooked back to the truck, and it was overheating coming out the trying to get out the damn landfill, so it wouldn't start. Cause it wasn't the weight that did it this time. Cause they listened, they got the weight off. See, why do it take law enforcement to pull one of your goddamn trucks over for you to do something that you should know about? No, cause you got people that's mindset is on that heavy haul and heavy packing shit. You don't listen to your trucks. See, they didn't want nobody like me. See, Warren Truck Plant, that shit they did to me is the reason I couldn't get in any management position. Because they went around telling people I was crazy. Said I was harassing people. What do I look like harassing a man? Man, I'm fine as hell. I ain't got time to harass you. Ain't nothing about you gonna improve me. Why would I waste my time harassing you? And the shit they said I was harassing. Man, that was a fucking joke. Cause you seen this young ass nigga? Had the nerve to say I was harassing him. But see, when they put shit out like that, that shit follow you for years and years, job to job. And the jobs I was getting on was affiliated with the UAW. And I always run into somebody that knew somebody from Warren Truck Plant. That's why that shit kept going. Or either I tell somebody what happened to me and they hear PPO. Next thing you know, she had a PPO, she must have did something wrong. They around here following me around, looking at me like I did something wrong. Wondering why I ain't taking certain bus. They looking at me, keep asking me why I ain't taking the Shane bus to his route downtown. Because I don't want to, goddammit. You ain't gonna be discussing my business because I got on a goddamn bus. You didn't want to discuss what they did to me at Warren Truck Plant. You didn't want to do shit about what they did to me at Warren Truck Plant. You didn't give a fuck about what they did to me at Warren Truck Plant. I was a single mother raising my goddamn son when that shit happened. I had to sell my house. We ended up homeless several fucking times. You didn't give a fuck. But now you want to act like you give a fuck about something going on now. But you looking at me like I'm the motherfucking problem. I'm causing all this shit, right? See, this is what they did. And this is a clever way to do this shit. You gonna falsely accuse me of harassment. I tried to get the matter. I got the matter in the United States District Court right here downtown Detroit. They didn't do shit. I sent it to the appeals court. The appeals court felt that it should be heard in court and sent it back to the district court. Well, the district court just let it sit, then sent me some damn thing talking about it was dismissed because of the statutory time. What? How did you determine a time limit on my case? First of all, you got to determine what they did. So you mean to tell me somebody here could destroy my life like that over some lies, gaslighting, make up a horrendous story like they did, cause me all this holy hell, and just fucking get away with it? That's what they did to me here in Michigan. And that shit been traveling for years and years. Everywhere I go, even in trucking. Motherfucker was looking at me strange, cross-eyed out there over the road, doing shit. I call it that old get fired shit. That's what I call it. That's the game they like to play. They like to do shit to get you fired. So they'll start fucking with you to get you complain. And then the dispatchers and everybody at that company gonna start talking about you to the point where they're gonna say you becoming a problem with your complaining and all this shit. But they was doing it on purpose for you to complain. To get rid of you. And I peeped that. I call it the old get fired game. And I'm noticing that shit here at this job. So I can tell when they want you gone, they start doing shit. Because even that girl that was a ride-along got on my truck. Said she seen me one of my videos on my Dirty Trucking YouTube. And I remember her asking me a question. You think you're going to get another year in here? That was kind of an odd question. Why would you think I wouldn't get another year in here? And then that shit my boss said. Come over there and ask me, don't scare this one off. The girl young, shapely. And first thing comes out his mouth, don't scare her off. See, that's the problem. And they've been going around there talking that shit for years about me. Like I've been doing something to young females, scaring people off. Where the fuck you get that shit from? No, you did wrong to me. You better get that fucking story right. I ain't did shit to nobody. Them young girls been fucking with me. And you ain't do nothing about it. Who the fuck I supposed to been fucking with and scaring off? Nobody. That's more of your motherfucking lies. And I'm sick of that little mental psychology game you got going on around here. And I'm tired of you lying on me. And I'm tired of every job I get on shortly after. And I noticed it. Even it happened over the road. Shortly after I get to a trucking company, all of a sudden somebody new get there. And right after that new person get there, it's a bullshit start. Same here. Right after I got here, the payroll lady left. They switched bosses. Then this old Warren truck plant shit started. All over again. Shit going on with the truck. Somebody at the yard was messing with the truck. Still messing with the truck. You got cameras at the yard, but now they ain't working. They was working when the other thief came in the damn garage. How come they ain't working now when they be fucking with my truck? Every time it's something to be caught on camera, cameras ain't working. They ain't got the code to the camera. Why you ain't? You had it when you showed me the video of the other guy in the garage that you claimed was the thief. See, this what kills me. I'm coming in, I'm catching hell trying to get to work. You realize I was catching the bus at before 4 o'clock in the goddamn morning. Getting off, walking 2 miles down to that damn job in the dark. For the first part of this year, last year, just to get to work. Putting myself in jeopardy because there wasn't no bus running. And then the other buses I tried, they started not showing up because of DOT's mismanagement. And that's the problem here. I'm supposed to be to work at 5. I would prefer to be there at 5, but I can't get there at 5. So then I started going in my pocket, spending Uber and Lyft money trying to get there. And then now Uber and Lyft, I can't get there. They getting me there at 6:30. I said, well, hell, you gonna keep doing that? I might as well just catch a bus and get my damn self there. Instead of paying you $20 fucking, I can pay $2. But this they management. This who they pick for management. They don't want nobody like me being management. Well, because if they get somebody like me being management, it's probably going to be another issue. The workers going to band together talking about if this is she done made it a hostile facility. We don't want to work here no more. We all got to quit. No, that's because you got somebody coming in there. Ain't going to let you get away with your goddamn bullshit. Now, you can do your job and still be a pleasant workplace. I just don't tolerate that damn shit. But see, the problem is, and what I'm sick of, all these jobs I got on, I can identify the problem in your company as soon as I get there. And I did here at this company. Immediately knew what the problem was. Going around here, been complaining about what needs to be done, and and the other boss, he was implementing them, and stuff was changing. They was loading better, loading faster. They was getting out of here. The drivers started getting their 4 loads. But then their equipment, they went back to the heavy. They was loading heavy. Equipment tearing up. Drivers got tired of breaking down, so they started quitting. That's, I get tired of doing this complaining. That's for the benefit to make your business, I'm making their shit run better with the stuff I'm suggesting. And you got bosses there, management, that ain't even doing it. Taking my suggestions, implementing them, and getting the boss paid for it. While you telling me, I got the anger, she argumentative. We don't need her as no boss. She wouldn't make no good boss. Like, I won't be arguing as boss. You don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. Just because you see me arguing over here, don't mean I'm gonna be arguing there. But what you do see me doing is making hellified suggestions to straighten out your goddamn business, like a boss would, but I ain't getting that boss pay. The boss is getting the boss pay, while I'm telling him shit he should be doing. You know how long I've been here? A year. Complaining about the same shit. I remember mechanics used to tell me, before you got here, they wasn't writing up shit. That's what I was told when I got here. Wasn't nobody doing no inspections. They wasn't writing up a damn thing. Until I got here. Wow. Then I remember safety came down one day. And it's when the old boss was here, said, safety want to talk to me. Had nerve to come over to my truck, seen some coals on the truck, and wanted to start telling me some safety stuff. And I told him, I said, please, don't say nothing about safety to me. Because I've been writing this shit up. I'm getting in trucks that your driver's been here long before me. And see, that's what they do. You wait till I get on your job, then you want to single me out, pinpoint me out, think you're going to put me on Front Street about some shit that's been going on long the fuck before I got there. Way long before I got there. And you ain't finna do it. I ain't gonna let you do it. You can't talk no safety here to me. From what I done seen. Because you don't give a fuck. For what I saw today, and what I've been seeing, and what I've been hearing about this guy's record, and what I done heard been going on at this company, that we was in jeopardy because of tickets. Tickets that didn't have to be. And this guy is training some damn body. But I had a boss walk over to me with this shapely young girl that want to give it a shot here. Hey, power to you if you can do it. But I already know what's behind the scene that she don't know. And when he made that comment to me, it confirmed it. Don't scare this one off. See, I don't like being on jobs where I even get wind that you done hired me in there as somebody to look at. See, jobs like to be the place where everybody fucking everybody. And they know they're not finna do that with me. And then when they peep that, then they want to get rid of me. Even though I'm one of your best drivers. See, when you start doing shit to run your best drivers off, what does that make you as a company? When your management run your drivers off, what does that make you as a company? If you can't keep your equipment in good condition to keep your drivers, what do that make you as a company? Why are you even hiring? I couldn't hire nobody to come into my company knowing that my equipment is in so bad a shape that it's going to frustrate the hell out of them. Because you know what those drivers do? Because when they leave there, they get on the comment section on Indeed.com under your job, and then they write shit. That's why I tell them, they always used to say shit about me in these videos. Oh, this shit been said about y'all long before my goddamn videos. Trust me. Take a look at them jobs on Indeed.com. Look down the comments. You got employees that used to work there with comments. That's what the comments is for. To tell the truth about the damn job. You're supposed to be telling the truth about the job. Some of it's good, some of it's bad. That's why I say you can't be talking to me about making no goddamn videos. That's what this shit is for. To inform people. To educate people what's really going on. Because the job damn ain't gonna do it for you. You might be working on a job right now that's in jeopardy of going out of business, but they keeping it hid from your ass. How would you like it to be riding down the goddamn street? You get pulled over. They run the junk DOT number of the company, and your company is so deep and bad in shape that they take you off the truck, drop your ass off, and take the motherfucking truck. You don't want to be in no status like that, but you didn't know, and you knew, and that happened to you. That's an embarrassing shit. And I think drivers and employees have a right to know what the hell is going on behind the scenes at the company they work with. They don't want to find out from being pulled over and an officer telling you some shit about their damn DOT you didn't fucking know. And you work there. Because they keep it secret. That ain't the kind of secret to keep. That's a secret that's jeopardizing your job. A truck get taken from you because of something going on with the company? You didn't know, and you knew here. To let it happen to somebody new, that is the most embarrassing shit ever. And then to find out why, and to see that you still got an individual here with tickets that you treat like he the top dog here, because he getting all these loads in. You know why he was getting them loads in? Because he was being assisted in getting those loads in. You ain't got enough trailers. You ain't got enough trailers in good condition to load them so all the drivers can come in and do dropper hooks and get out of here faster. He was just coming in here, getting them, and getting out of here super fast. Broke a world record here. Always talking about the got kids. Everybody had kids. My son is grown. Back when I was their age, I had kids. Are you looking for a certain time to get off and try to make it work by doing something that ain't been done before, or you doing something to benefit you but putting other people in jeopardy of getting their money? Hey, we got a problem with that. I didn't get my fourth load because of this guy. Again, training this girl, pulled out after me. And because he speeds, drive fast, gets up to the tipper before me. Now he got this trainee, so he got to take a little longer. Because now he got to show her the real way. If you kill me, this whole time we've been here, I ain't never seen this dude untarp on the tipper ever. Until yesterday, when the boss rode out there on the truck with another girl. First time I seen him come out of there with it untarped. Because I didn't know that was the boss on the truck. I thought it was somebody from the company. I didn't know it was the boss. He untarped. As soon as the boss left, the next time I seen him come from up there, sure enough, it ain't untarped. I mean, you put on this act. This is something you ain't been doing there. You ain't been tarping. That's another reason you got out of there fast. And true enough, it's sometimes you can't untarp. It be so much wire up there, and if you ain't got nothing to cut that shit, you have to tip it tarped to get that shit out of there, then untarp it. But he don't untarp. Then he was being insistent in getting these trailers. You were helping him speed. That's what you were doing. Then when he did it to me yesterday going down Haggerty, this dude actually was doing 50 miles an hour in a 45. And you want to know how I know? Because I ain't let him get in front of me. That's how I knew he was doing 50. For some reason, this dude thinks he's entitled to be in front. He got to jump in front of everybody. He's supposed to get in, get out, because you ain't ready or you untarped. So he think because he ain't untarped, or he got to go get his kids. Everybody got kids. And I'm quite sure you got somebody else home to go pick up your damn kids where you ain't got to be interfering with somebody else trying to get their loads in by having other people assist you loading trailers. But that's what they do here. And I've never seen this before in my life in trucking. See, I come from that old school trucking. I don't know about this new shit trucking. Where you can have 2 weeks and be out there running loads and shit. I don't know about that kind of trucking. I have no idea what kind of trucking that is. You talking to a very highly experienced driver. I've had a commercial license since '93. I started out driving buses. Then I got over in trucks. My record is I keep it the way I keep it. For a reason. But I end up on these jobs and companies that like to do shit to get you tickets. I first peeped that over the road. It was like they looked up my record and started doing shit to try to get me tickets. And I had never seen that like that before in my life. I'm like, why would you do that? Why would you be doing that? Then, like I said, I wrote a story about the yard gremlin. I call it the yard gremlin that was going around fucking with shit on the truck. We would come in and shit be fucked up on the truck. Always talking about my attitude, I'm argumentative, and all this other shit. Wait a minute, what am I complaining about? The shit that you should be doing, so I wouldn't have to complain about it. I ain't got no business coming in there telling you about these loads overweight. You've been there. The mechanics that wasn't fixing, you know, I've never come from a job to where your workers there, as far as mechanics, and could sit up there and tell you what the fuck they ain't gonna do and ain't gotta do. And then to tell that to the boss. I ain't gotta do that. That ain't my job, but it was. It is. And you supposed to. But if I complain about it, I'm the bad seed. I get yelled at. You want to write me up over some bull? I'm your best driver. How do you write up your best driver? That was the most dumbest shit that ever happened there. Then I get pulled over. They want to weigh the load. I kept telling them, since I've been there, about these loads, it's too heavy. This was tearing up your trucks. But this is who you pick to run shit. I don't want nobody like me. Because you know why? Because I ain't gonna tolerate all that bullshit. I ain't got to come in firing everybody. But you gonna do your job. You ain't gonna be holding nobody up. You ain't gonna be inconveniencing nobody. And ain't nobody got no business sitting around waiting on you to get the fuck out the way. You supposed to know how to get in, get it done, and get the fuck out. And get back. And that's why I look at these people they hired in. Let me tell you about these people that they hired in. Even if I peeped this shit a long time ago. The majority of them was coming here because of that bonus. They was offering a bonus and then running game on the bonus. They were coming in, staying long enough to get the bonus. A couple of the bonus, because you know they pay the bonuses. You get the first one when you get here, the next one after so many weeks, and then a couple of months down. They would come in here, running game, getting a bonus, then they would be out. That's the drivers that they were getting. Now you're hiring females. You want to know why? Because the men ain't gonna drive this bullshit. The men that was driving the bullshit are gone. They quit. And I got a newer truck, and it's having serious problems. That overheating shit. And it's all because of that goddamn weight. And then that dust from the landfill. The oil temperature is just extremely too hot. Even when it's empty, it's just already at a level too hot for me. And then when you get weight on it, it just, shit. If we going up an incline, if I can't get to that last incline to start going down, and if that wrench come on, shit, if I can't get it up there and get it over for it to stay, because it starts cooling off when it go down. But since they done bagged off the weight, since I told them I got pulled over, they done bagged off the weight some more, and they keep it, hopefully they keep it like this. The truck been doing fine until today, but it's because it was a lot of dust in there. I hadn't had it blowed out. But it's still overheating, because the oil temperature is already still too hot. But see, me mentioning this, you know, I guess, you know, they talk about, they get tired and I'm complaining too much and all this other little shit. I'm getting sick of hearing that. Because you got a professional driver here, highly experienced driver. I didn't come in no student. I came in already knowing how to bag up on the tipper. I was ready to get the fuck out the train and truck. I already knew. All you had to do was get me good on that untarping shit. Watch me bag up a couple days. I was good. I came in already know how to do that. Because I've had experience with it once before as dry van. And coming to some of those docks that got those metal ramps that you had to bag up in. Especially if you were doing automotive loads. I've already had that experience. See, I come from that era where you can't get hired at least if you got to have, I don't even want to say 2. I want to say 3 to 4 years experience. Be put in for this kind of damn shit here. But their standards has changed. And because your standards have changed, is the reason why your trucks look like the fuck they do. I know people got to start somewhere. Everybody had to start somewhere in commercial driving. True enough. Everybody had to start somewhere. But you got certain jobs in trucking. You ain't got no business applying if you ain't got the experience. Because if you come in and they got to train you like you a student. See, let me tell you what I call a student driver. Even though you say you experienced or the company say you experienced and then you got to be trained for the job. Let me tell you what I say is a student driver. There's somebody you got to be shown how to bag up on the tipper, unhook the truck. Shit you should already know if you experienced. And then you still don't get it. It takes you, shit. You over into the second week, going into the third. That's what I call a student driver. If it takes you that long. Because you didn't have the experience. No, they'll work with you. And I'm not, because everybody got to start somewhere. But it's certain jobs that you shouldn't even be thinking about fucking putting in. If you ain't got the damn experience. Because these companies is looking for somebody that they can train and get the job like that. They don't want to be sitting up here, you taking 2, 3, 4 goddamn weeks before they can get you on the truck, then you start doing the job they hired you for. You a student. You experienced, but you a student. You ain't got that much experience, because you students. That's what I call a student. And certain jobs like that, somebody with that status shouldn't even be putting in on. All this, I want to see, I tried, all this shit. How the hell you put in for a job that I will try? Now this job, I bullshitted around. I called this job several times. And I'm like, trash, I don't know. I looked it up, the landfill stuff. I don't know if I want to be bothered with that. End up going back over the road. But I knew it was something I could do if I did. Got in there. They had me on a raggedy truck. Till I got in my truck. Because the guy that was driving my truck went back over the road. And why would one of your drivers that was driving a newer truck go back over the road? But this is the shit they do to me. Did this shit over the road. Doing it here. I call it that Warren truck plant shit. And you know why they get away with that Warren truck plant shit? Because the courts didn't do shit about the Warren truck plant shit. Then when you start telling them about what happened there, they took out a PPO and shit, they looking at you all cross-eyed now, gossiping and whispering, and talking about the company, well, we know about it now. You know about a damn thing. You don't know about shit unless I tell you the story about it. If somebody else telling you, you don't know a goddamn thing about it. And I'm sick of it. And I'm tired of it. What I saw today, I have a headache over. You sit up here and talk safety and preach safety to these drivers. Federal motor carrier rules. And I'm sitting up here looking at somebody training that just threw all the rules out the goddamn door. I'm done. This dirty trucking out. You know, if it wasn't a work week, I'd go get something to drink. Peace out.